Administrators can create, amend, and disable trigger settings. To view your trigger settings, you'll need to scroll to the bottom of the Preferences page in the Administration section. Past the scripted questions, you'll see Predefined settings for notifications and tasks. These are settings that Engage automatically generates for you, or settings that the Honeydew team have enabled for your company. You can switch these off or on and choose what departments should follow the rules, but you can't delete them. Further down the page, you can see Custom settings for notifications and tasks. These are your own settings that you can customize or delete. You can enable or disable them and can create an unlimited number of new rules. To create a new rule, click on Create a new trigger setting. This is a 4-step process. First, you need to name your trigger. This will be shown on some reports, so try to use something short and descriptive, and choose the definitions. For example, I want to flag up all absences that are longer than 7 calendar days and caused by stress or depression. I can choose to limit this trigger so it can only be tripped once in a period. This is quite useful for triggers that are time specific, for example 3 spells in 12 months and so on. But for this setting, I don't want to do that, so I choose Next. The second step is to choose what parts of your organisation will follow this rule. I only want to know if anyone is off with stress in the HR department, so I will tick that box here. The third step relates to tasks. I want the employee's line manager to make an outbound welfare call to the absentee here, so I'm going to choose Outbound Call. I choose both first and second managers in case one is not available, so that the task can be shared between the two. Finally, I can choose if anyone should be notified when this trigger is tripped. I'm going to say that it'll be useful for the task owners to know when the task is created, but I'd also like to be notified myself. So I add myself to the list here too. Instant email and SMS messages are only available as options for triggers that relate to new or updated absence records, what we call absence events. So I can't choose those here. But I can include this as a message in the Daily Digest email entitled Daily Tasks and Trigger Reminder. I'm also going to add a message to explain why the trigger was tripped and what action should follow. And that's it. My trigger setting has been created.